Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to share with you my top 5 winter hair care tips, especially for natural hair. These of course will work on any type of hair, transitioning, relax, whatever. Number 1 is I use a satin line hat. As you can see, my little black hat is knit and it has this like light blue and navy satin inside of it. And it's pretty big, so it fits all of my hair in it, especially when it is in twists or braids, which is really awesome. And I purchased this from Natural Sis 72. I'll leave her link down below, and she is awesome and it's a black owned business, so definitely support. And it's really important to make sure you have a satin line cap or just like satin line hair accessories, because wearing like wool and the sweaters like I have on right now, your ends rub against them and it's not good. It causes breakage and it makes your hair drier, and it also protects you against the cold, obviously, because your hair is covered so it's not getting beat up by all the cold wind and snow hitting it and stuff like that. Tip number 2 is I try to stick to protective styles for the most part. I might wear my hair out for like half of the week or like twice a month, something like that, like for like 2 weeks out of the month. And then at least 2 weeks out of the month I like to keep twists in, or braids, or protective style like Marley twists. I'm about to get like braids put in, so just stuff like that just to keep your hair protected against the elements. It is really good. Like I said, you don't want it rubbing against clothes and stuff like that all the time, so I like to keep my hair put up at least a couple times a month so my hair can have a break from the cold air and then rubbing against clothing. And I will link some of my protective styles down below that I've done so you can have some inspiration. Tip number 3, I like to switch to thicker hair products because obviously my hair needs more moisture when it's colder outside. So one of the products that I switch out is probably shampoo. I'm not too picky on shampoo, but I really like this one for the winter time. I've been using it the past month or so, and it doesn't leave my hair dry at all. I know a lot of shampoos will say they're like moisturizing or intensive hydration and all that stuff, but this is definitely one of them, and I prefer it in the wintertime. So yeah. And a big example of that is with my leave-ins in the summertime. This was like my go-to, the Kinky Curly Knot Today, especially for wash and goes, which I of course avoid the sunlight. This is what happens when you feel natural light. It just wants to keep playing games. Michigan, get it together. Okay, sorry. Like I was saying, Kinky Curly Knot Today is like my go-to in the summertime for my wash and goes and things like that, but in the wintertime I prefer thicker products like the Eating Body Works Curl Cream. I know I talk about this all the time, but it's definitely a go-to and a favorite because I could just use this and it leaves my hair super moisturized for days at a time. Tip number 4, make sure you always deep condition, deep condition, deep condition. I know this isn't for any other time, but in the winter especially, you need the extra moisture in your hair. So I don't skip in the winter time, like at all. My fave that I'm using right now is the Manuka Honey Hair Mask from Shea Moisture. I've talked about this I don't know how many times now, but I definitely enjoy using this. And there's a buy one get one 50% off on a lot of natural hair products at Walgreens if you have a Walgreens by you, so go stock up if you need to. And along with the wash and go part, I guess this can be number 5, but I guess I have a bonus one. So 5, I avoid wash and goes. Like I said, I stick to twists and braids like that because I don't want my hair out in the elements. And usually when I do a wash and go, I will let it air dry for the most part, or like after I blow dry it some, it air dries, and I don't want my hair to freeze. Because if it's wet and it's like -30 outside, not -30, if it's below 30 degrees outside, I don't want my hair to get like frozen. So yeah, I try to avoid that. And tip number 6, which I guess is the bonus tip, I make sure I seal my ends at all times. After I style my hair or every few days, I re-moisturize it and then I seal it. I enjoy using the Jamaican black castor oil for that because it's a thicker oil. I know my ends are definitely sealed with this because of how thick it is, and my bottle's almost gone. It's like down to here. And it doesn't really have a smell. I just get the plain kind from Tropic Isle Living, which is nice. So that's about it for my tips. I keep it super simple as always with everything because I'm kind of a lazy natural, so I don't want to add too many steps or too many extra things just for the season. So I think those are pretty simple tips to follow to help preserve your length in the wintertime and avoid super dry hair. If you have any tips, feel free to leave them down below to share with all of us because I could always learn more. And if you have any other questions, as usual, feel free to leave them down below too. And don't forget to subscribe. I upload every Sunday and Thursday. Thanks for watching.